Gee, I wonder how Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Jesus Christ, what is this graph? Now, this is something you don't see every day. And if you did not know, this is a game that died in literally 4 hours. I'm not kidding. More than 50% of the player base left 4 hours in of the release of this. Vampire Bloodlines 2 was one of the greatest disappointments we have seen yet, because nowadays we literally have a whole list of Concord successors at this point. But for the time, it was pretty impressive. In any case, you're probably thinking why I'm actually open this up. Because a miracle has happened, boys. And this is a certified IGN style miracle. 400 players instead of its average sloppy, measly 130. That's more than 3 times the player increase. This is an absolute patented IGN return to form if I have ever seen one. And I'm not joking, IGN probably is like 5 minutes away of releasing an article how this game is back on the menu, boys. And why is that, you're probably wondering? Well, because a miracle seriously did happen. With the melting snow comes our spring update. Bat emoji, because obviously. This includes several quality of life features, which is lies, by the way, along with a large update to melee combat, which is even more lies, by the way, that now allows you to slash, stab, and bludgeon to your heart's content, which is semi-lies only this time. And this is read more. This is by the official Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 account from Paradox Entertainment and the Chinese Room, the people who made this, by the way. Keep in mind, they're doing so poorly, they did not even afford the $1,000 a month, or was it $10,000 a month? Which badge? Which all other companies buy because they're stupid, they have no idea how money works. But in any case, yes, this is unironically what had happened. The most deadest of games has decided to update. Dev Diary Entry 32. Because we obviously care so much which Dev Diary entry this is. Because someone's probably using this as just their coping mechanism, honestly. Oh boy. Good evening, kindred. As the season changes from winter to spring, so too does Vampire the blah 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 Bloodlines 2. With the spring update, our latest update to date. What is this IGN level? Our largest update, I'm sorry. Included are several quality of life features that the community requested. What community? The 5 people who are maybe playing this? What community? I mean, listen, we're literally talking about this game, right? This knows, it's honestly a miracle that there is not that there are characters without nose rings in this. Like, what the hell are we even talking about? By the way, the story of this game is horrible. The gameplay of this is horrible. Do not buy. But more on that, I guess, a little bit later on. In any case, the 5 people who are still playing this game, or most likely they died and no one turned off their PCs. I wonder who's gonna pay the electric bill in that case. Anyway, for them, I best bet it's a great big thing, along with the largest update to melee combat that allows you to blah blah blah. This is already what we read, and this is insane that a game by the way, is getting an update. There is a chance that this even is gonna get an expansion because of something that we can see when we try to buy this game. Because there is a very interesting expansion pass feature, but more on that a little bit later. Okay, let's first look at what kind of glorious, masterful updates the greatest game that no one ever played has. Well, save last checkpoint, yes, truly breathtaking features. The ability to save the game almost properly. I say almost properly because, as far as I understand, this still is a poor man's solution to a situation that should have never existed in the first place. After that, we have fast travel, because on a small map that, you can run from one side to the other in 2 minutes, You definitely need fast travel. I mean, surely, right? What kind of game you're honestly making if you're not trying to be Starfield levels of loading screen bonanzas? Then we have the melee combat improvement, which literally improves pretty much nothing, honestly. You can now use abilities while in combat, which is their great, breathtaking improvement. If you remember, yesterday we watched Blood of Dawnwalker, the actual real cool vampire game made by the people who made The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk, by the way, because CDPR is garbage. We watched that, and yes, they also have that. In fact, why do you need to pause to use the abilities? I have no idea, but that's a thing. These are just, by the way, examples of the quality of game that we're dealing with here. If you're if you're fucking wondering what is going on here, honestly, and more, I guess. Jesus Christ. In any case, there's the changelog, gameplay updates, Unreal Engine slop, added fast travel, can equip wield melee weapons such as bats, knives, swords, and hammers and batons. Yes, because this is a Vampire the Masquerade game that did not allow you to equip and use weapons by default. And by the way, you still can't use guns if you're wondering about that. Can attack while in ability targeting mode. Added quad mechanics to block melee attacks. Yes, this game did not have the ability to block melee attacks, which is fucking wild. Added 17 codex. I made a couple of main quests, not main quests, whatever the hell that means, and a bunch of nothing. Save and load improvements and bug fixes. No one cares, probably. This game actually had an update. Someone is still actually being paid to work on this thing. And how bad is the situation? Well, the reason why I say this could actually have an expansion is very simple. Because when you go and click buy the game, which is right here, and then it looks different for some reason. Notice how this changes. It's the same website, but for some reason the font changes, which is very weird. But in any case, you can now buy Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines too. If you don't value your money, you can also give it to me. This game, by the way, costed $60. Everyone was saying this is dead on arrival just because it cost $60, not even mentioning how absolutely atrocious a lot of things looked there. My god. But now it has a 35% discount. So now you're only losing $40 of your hard-earned money. Ain't that a steal, boys? And then we have the deluxe edition, because obviously. And the deluxe edition here is so fucking poor. Listen, your typical company is gonna have like 3 things in the checklist here, because that's what you learn in school, that making a PowerPoint presentation requires a minimum of 3 checkpoints. This game literally couldn't even think of it, so, they only added the base game with the base game. The deluxe edition is literally 2 fucking things, which is hilarious. And for the deluxe edition, you're gonna get a whopping Santa Monica Memories cosmetic pack. So you're paying effectively, without a discount, $10 for nothing. And now you're paying with a 35% discount $6. I hope you're happy. And then we have the premium edition, which has the base game, expansion pass, you say. Interesting. Santa Monica Cosmetic Pack, Day 1 Unlock, whatever the hell that means. A Loose Cannon Story Pack. This game is Loose Cannon. The Flower and the Flame Story Pack, because they could not think of a more gay name to give a quest line, obviously. And this is for $90 because, let's be real. If you're buying the deluxe pack here, you do not deserve to get a discount because you have no idea what to do with your money, and your family's probably ashamed of you. Let's be completely real here for a moment, boys, okay? So, and all of this, by the way, is a Steam key, obviously. The deluxe edition having a physical copy? Nah. Who wants physical stuff? How about a key that we're gonna deactivate after a while because reasons? In any case, I mean, I honestly think it's base not giving the premium edition. They should have called it premium deluxe edition so there's no confusion. I love it how absolutely based it is to not give this one a discount, because I mean, if you're wasting money on this, you do not deserve a discount. In fact, this should probably have a stupid tax on it, in my honest opinion. In any case, boys, what a time to be alive. Here are the system requirements, which mean literally nothing because this is Unreal 5 engine garbage, so it's gonna be a stuttery, buggy mess no matter honestly what. And, I mean, the IGN comeback is real, boys. 3 times more players. What a time to be alive. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.